Good afternoon and good evening to those, um, all over the states, United States of America. Sometimes it takes me a minute to gather my thoughts, but I am on here to speak on, it's the same old booty crap stuff that's going on. Um, I'm not worried about the YouTube streets and all this stuff. Like, it's not really something for me to be worried about. It's not like gang culture. It's not like something's gonna happen to me. All these type of things. Like, it's just YouTube and people talk mess where they feel it's best. And our folks come to me. I don't care what live stream I be on. It could be Nyla's. It could be Taz's. It could be Cynthia's. It could be, um, it could be Gigi's channel. It could be whatever channel. And people who follow these channels, when they see me, they come to me. They want my email. They want to send me some. They want to send me some stuff that's been slandered about my name. And those who know who I am, you know, um, it's nothing to slander. Really isn't anything to slander. I had one lady who kind of borderline slandered me, but it was more of a cap about me being an independent contractor and you got to go pay your taxes. It's like, yeah, but if you don't know what you're doing, yeah, you're gonna have to pay all that money because you never paid taxes. You got paid everything and you didn't have to pay taxes. But she don't know. You know, I always have deductions. And you can get that set up when you become an independent contractor. I try to tell people that when I was on YouTube, trying to explain to people how to do independent contracting. If you are tired of clocking in some job and working for the man, and you want to wake up and make as much money as you want for that day and for that week, and you have a goal to set, you can always go on and do some of these independent contractor jobs. And I started, those who were watching my channel, I talked about Instacart. I talked about Shipt, the two difference between Shipt and Instacart, which actually I really want to give you guys an update on Shipt, and Instacart. It's gonna be like how should I say, Shipt is coming up. Like it's starting to do big things um in California and in the Bay Area and in California itself. We're talking about LA, San Diego, that whole part of California got Prop 22 passed. So FYI for those, who like to shop and get paid shopping for people, or who like to become a cab service, or who like to become a restaurant service person, or alcohol service person. I mean, it's all kinds of independent contractor job that deals with these types of jobs you can do, as long as you have a vehicle or some form of ride and a phone. And I explained it before, but now there's some new coming up about it, and I like to give some people updates and read a digest about it. For those who are not yet an independent contractor who would like to become one. So I was just not really paying attention to a lot of things. I said what I had to say. Um, and I called up the trolls to see what they got against me. The only one I really talked about and asked questions was Ali Damaco. And Ali Damaco, he has no wife, he has no children. He already explained that. And what's so sad is you should already know these things, even if you don't have kids, what kids do. And so he asked a lot of questions, and I mean, there was some things. There was nothing but you could tell coming out of his mouth. There was nothing but just judgments. And over here, you're in no position to judge somebody um, unless you're ready to be judged back. And it was just so funny because even a couple of people from the UK is saying, well, that's the best part of learning is when children define your words and what you say. They're gonna they're gonna have to figure it out the hard way, and that's the best part of learning, mom. Just don't panic, and just don't coddle them because you already told them the rules. And if they don't listen, then just let them understand. I remember it was a staff, and I was just doing a part-time job. It was temporary, just something I want to do. Help out in the office because I like working in offices, and I got a small office in my place right now. But I used to work at an office, and I remember one time I had brought my son in, and he was playing with the kids out in the back. We was helping with the people in the center, helping the young youth in the centers, and the parents come and get the kids. So it's like an after school program, but it was at this office that I was at. And turns out, my son was running around, and a staff told my son to not do these things, and he wouldn't listen. But my son's 3. At that time he was 3 years old. That was last year. He was 3 years old, and he would not listen. And I told my son, I said, son, stop. What did she say? I said, you have to listen to what she says. You're not listening. And I'm in the office and I'm working. I didn't want to leave my job to come out, leave my post to come and just get my son. So the staff says, oh, I know these kids. These kids think they do what they do. But then it was getting too much where my son was just more upset that the staff was telling him what he should not be doing. And he felt sort of kind of embarrassed, as sometimes he does. He feels like he has to iron those kinks. There's some parts of pathology in him that he has to get over and understand and know that no one's gonna be babying you. And if you feel embarrassed next time, don't do it, right? And so my baby ended up, um she tried to grab him, but she tried to grab him in a way where most teachers and staffs do for children if they're looking at, not being aware whether they may hurt themselves or hurt or or hurt another child, right? So she was trying to protect my son from himself. I've seen that for myself. He snatched from her. And then when he swung at her, I said, oh, no, 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 no. That's not going to happen. I said, excuse me, ma'am. I got him. I got him. When children do stuff like that, and the parent is right there, it is your job and responsibility, or it's your right. I wouldn't even say job and responsibility. I'm going to say it's your right as a parent to come and restrain your kid. I always love to speak encouragement, right? And so I don't like to sit there and tell parents what they need to do and what they should be doing. No, I like to encourage. And I want to tell parents, when you go through stuff like that and you in the public, it's your right, your God given right, and your duty to do what is necessary to restrain them so they won't hurt themselves. And so that's what I did with my son. I actually grabbed my baby and I tried to restrain him, but then he know. I told him I was gonna put him like a pretzel. I was gonna kind of tie him like a pretzel and give him a hug and rock him side to side because right now you are being a terrible 3. So he ended up snatching from me, but then when he snatched, he kind of twisted a little bit and fell and hit the back of his head on the floor. And I was like, she said, There's an older staff. She's an older woman, so she's a grandmama of 4. She's like, mom, oh, girl, you was gonna cuddle him? I says, no, I was just gonna pick him up. She said, don't do that. Let him get up himself. See, he put himself down. He need to get up himself. He had to learn. And I said, you know what? You right. You right about that because I was just gonna go and out of reaction because other people are out here now. Because now my son put me in a kind of in a position where I may be judged because he snatched from me and fell and hit the back of his head on the floor. But he's just staying on that floor. And 2 things I didn't like. I didn't like the fact his head was touching the floor. Everybody's shoes walked on it, and he needs to get his hair washed and stuff, And the thing about the pandemic and all the stuff, Me personally, I didn't care for my son's head to be on that floor like that. To me, it was like that's just nasty, ew. So I wanted to pick him up because of that. But at the same time, I looked at it like, okay, parents after school parents are watching me, staffs are watching me, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't care about the cameras watching because the cameras can clearly going to see my son was being aggressive. But at the same time, it was like, you know, my thing was the judgment of me as a mom. Shoot, you should have seen how many parents like, don't we all go through the same thing, mom? Oh, our kids. Oh no. Oh no. So I've seen the reaction that was the whole opposite of what I was thinking. And from that point on, I stopped worrying about because everybody knows my son. Everybody knows he's a character and he's 4 and he's full of it. You know what I'm saying? But grandma spoils them, and that's fine. Grandma and grandpa spoils them. That's fine. But when it comes to me, the spoiling don't. I don't do the spoiling. I don't do none of that stuff. Now, the only time I pick my big ass 4-year old up is just when I just feel like hugging and squeezing them and just loving them, and that's it. Read them a story and read them a book and letting me and him talk about some things, and that's it. That little man goes, get out that bathroom. Okay, big boy, good job. So it turns out like every now and then a hug will work, but from this point on, my son already knows. You can't sucker me into nothing. I don't flinch. So if you fall and bust your little butt in your little behind, put some soap on your hands, baby, and wash, baby. So you a little bit of soap, not a lot of soap, okay? Okay. So and then my son, he wants his space. He wants independence. He's learning. He's starting to learn real quick his independence. Because when I get up and see if I want to go to check on him and see how he's doing in the restroom, he's starting to tell me now, Mommy, I don't want you in the bathroom with me. Oh, good job. But you're being timed now because sometimes I got to think about it. He's still a toddler. He's still a toddler. He's still pre-adolescence. You know what I'm saying? He's still on a curious mode of the fact that we have a big bathroom, and in our bathroom I have cabinets full of stuff, and he can sit there and say, okay, mom's ain't thinking about me. She trusts me to be in this bathroom, and the first part of trust is to make sure I go and check and make sure he's not getting none of my soaps out, my bubble baths, my bath bombs, bad bees, his stuff, and mixing it up and playing science in the bathroom. Okay, my son's into science. I tell people he loved chemistry. He loved mixing things. He loved to see what happens when it happens when he mixes things. So, um, um, that being said, my son is fine. I think I'm doing a pretty damn good job so far. I do watch my ass when it comes to my son. I watch my own attitude when it comes to my son, meaning that every time my son hurts himself, or every time he hurts himself and he knows he's done it after he's been told several times not to do it, it's not I don't have the energy, and I'm not going to make it an energy to go and make sure he's not hurt or make sure he's okay. I'm going to make sure he's still breathing and he's not bleeding and he's not dying. And that's all I'm gonna do. And after that point, my son's just gonna have to learn to not do it again. Now, if he goes back and do it again, that means he ain't learned nothing yet, or he's getting stronger and he's understanding. Okay, I see it's coming, so he understands he could fall better, or he could do something a lot better, or something different, or he's gonna change the movement to what he did before that got him hurt the first time. He's gonna do a little bit different. He sees there's nothing wrong with him doing what he's doing, but he's gonna change something a little. He's gonna tweak a little something to make it a little bit different so he can have a better outcome. If that hurts him, maybe he'll quit, right? And I'm one of those that, hey, you did this amongst yourself. Are you done? Or are you done? Okay, so you can't go to sleep, so lay it down, but keep your eyes open. You can't go to sleep, but just calm it down now. Are you ready to calm down now? And so he understands, um, you know, my stance as a mom. And I'm just going by what I've learned from the past mothers who did raise their sons by themselves with no man interactions whatsoever, unless it's uncle or grandpa. They barely had male interactions unless it was their male friends at school. And that's how it goes. So just to give a thumbs up, to the black moms who have to be single mothers, who didn't ask to be single mothers. We were kind of forced to be single mothers. That's fine. Shout out to those moms who did do the goddamn thing, raising their sons. Some of the sons, are really making it known that their mama. There's a lot of songs representing their mama. And guess who's singing the songs? The men. They ain't saying nothing about I always love my daddy. He's my favorite dude. They never did that. It was always about I always love my mama. There was all kinds of mama songs. Even Raggedy R. Kelly, thank God he's locked up and should never come back out for the rest of his life. He's gonna be in his 80s or 90s. I hope he stay there until he rock. He did a song. He redid a song from the Four Seasons called Sadie, and it was about a mom. So it wasn't about a woman; it was about a mom. There's a lot of songs that represent the mothers and men singing about their moms. And then if you did hear a song about men singing about their father, it was always Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home, and then he died. All he left us was alone. And there's a lot of things about that's deep. That those songs are like deep meanings about the fact that it shows proof that men, create a life with the woman and then just bounce and leave. These kids are raised without fathers. So you either got two things you got to do, mom. And I just left the New World Terrors channel. I think she's phenomenal. I think she's very, very phenomenal, and she's the truth. Some people may have different thoughts of her. I don't. And she says you have to be a lady, but you also have to have a thought of, you have to think like a man when it comes to your sons, and you do. I've seen relatives, and I've said it before. I've seen relatives that I thought was evil as shit. I'm talking about talking to their sons like, oh my gosh, like the stuff that they were saying, like they would call him ninja. Get your ass up. You 15. Go look for a paper route job. You finna help pay some bills up in here. They would say stuff like this to their sons. And I used to think as an 11, 12, 13-year-old that these moms were freaking mean moms.
Mommy, now, I want to take a bath.
Okay, we'll take one later. It's still early. It's still late outside. So then I remember Nuro said to me, she said to the audience that she was speaking to, "Hi, Tanya Lovering." She was saying to the audience that she was speaking to, when her son fell and hurt himself, she asked him. He was crying. He walked up to her. He cried. She says, "You're breathing, right? Did you die? No? Okay. Go back outside and go play. Turn that water off. Off. I said I said I'll let you do it, but you're gonna have to let me guide you to it, okay? Okay. Here, let me get you a cookie. So this is my son. This is what he does. Now he's a typical uh he's a typical toddler, pre-adolescence. He's gonna do things like this, right? And I have to deal with that, and I have to kind of put my foot down when it needs to be. But in no shape or form or matter, letting the kid play around in the house or let him just walk out the door and ring a doorbell is called neglect. I just want to teach these folks who are not from America. Give me 1 second. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I deal with. When he wants my attention and he feels like I'm giving you guys the most attention, he don't even think about me getting on here until I get on here. When I get on here, then all of a sudden he wants all the attention and he wants to break his toys. Now, at the same time, if he breaks his toys, that's on him. Now, I'm not going to buy him another one. Sorry. It just go down like that. But my father, I was going to get up, but now I'm not. My father, when New World Tara said that when she told her sons when he fell and started crying, said, "Oh, he hurt, he fell off the bike, whatever." She says, "Are you bleeding? Are you dying? Okay, go back outside and go play." She wasn't gonna cuddle him and hug him and hold him and squeeze him and, oh my gosh, poor thing. No, she didn't do that, and neither did my cousins and my aunts. And also, my father did me that way. I will never forget that. I sat there and scraped my knee on the floor and got up and started screaming like I was dying. My daddy said, "You still breathing, right?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "All right then, go wash your go get your knees washed and wash your knees." And I thought my daddy was mean as hell for telling me that. But you know what he did? He helped toughen me up. My mother helped toughen me up, even though she's evil as shit. She helped toughen me up. So that being said, I gotta toughen my son up. You know what I'm saying? To tell these damn Africans that don't have any children. And I'm talking about the ones who ain't got no damn kids, and all you do is become judgmental, and then you feel so damn jealous because I come to a different chat or I come to a different channel that I'm invited to, and when I get there, it's more like, and turn that light off in that bathroom and come out. It's more like and you see how my 4-year-old acting? See, he act this way and I don't flinch because it's gonna be a time he gonna get checked. And when he get checked, he know what not to do. He's gonna act all nice and stuff and okay, mommy, mommy, mommy. And and I broke my ruler popping these tables. If anybody's seen these YouTube channels, they got these alternative to whooping kids. They're so hilarious. There was one where it was a father, and not to get off the subject, but I do got to take this to commercial. This is the most hilarious shit ever. If you have a if you are acting out, this man had got the damn belt and he got the rocking chair and she got scared and then he started whooping the rocking chair and she started screaming like she was getting her ass whooped. It was so hilarious. The most hilarious thing ever. And I laughed so hard. My son was like 9, 10 months old when I first seen this clipping on YouTube. And I said, this is so freaking funny and cute at the same time. She's screaming and she's crying and she's sniffling, yet he never touched her. He whooped the chair. And so I kind of pulled that same thing with the ruler. And I says, he was acting out that night with Nyla. He was calling TT Nyla. And then he said, "Help! Somebody help me!" I'm sitting here like, "Well, get off my lap then." So he got mad and started throwing the tantrum. And Nyla, yeah, I see that. So I popped my hand. And I was like, "Hey!" I popped my arm. And I popped it a little too hard. And he looking at me like, what that mean? But I grabbed him by his arm. I said, "Oh, this is what I'm going to do." So he got mad because I grabbed him by his arm to direct him out of the living room. So I said, "Oh, okay, you want to be bold." So I grabbed the ruler and I started popping the table and I popped the counter. He started running from me and doing all that and yelling and stuff. And so people thought, "Uh-oh, he got popped." But I was like, "Shit, I wish." Yeah, I wish. But yeah, he got 5 years old, y'all. He got 5 years old. But I want to say this, just on a serious note. Uh, Mystic Dog, the Muncher. Uh, what's that dumb African stupid ass? No children can't bear kids having ass. Which what is her name? Oh, Lady A, African socialite social podcast. If you would have saw my video last week with her, when she popped up here, she popped up with another face because she can't really show her real face because she's ugly as shit. And I guess that's the reason why she never had a man approach her. That's why she's preaching this no wedding, no womb ceremony all over the place. And get out of my bathroom, out. And that's why she's talking about no wedding, no womb because she's not gonna ever get a wedding, and he's never gonna hit that womb. So it's just clear why she's attacking Black American women and saying that we're living off the welfare. Give me 1 second. Let me get my ruler. Hey, yeah, nah, get out. Get out. Okay, don't throw nothing no more. Don't be having attitude. Don't have attitude. You want cookies? You want cookies? Okay, be quiet then, and I'll get you a cookie. If you don't be quiet, I'm not gonna get you no peanut butter cookies. That yelling, I'm gonna send you back to that room. Cause I'm not gonna stop this live stream just cause you doing all that. But yeah, okay. So what you gonna do for me is sit there and do a beat for me for a minute, and then I'm gonna get up and get you a cookie. Now, if you stop all that hollering, I'll get you the cookie because then you took your time. Can you breathe? Can you breathe for me? Good job, son. Now sit right there and I'll bring you a couple of cookies when you done hollering, okay? No more screaming. All right? We cool, right? We cool? Okay, we're not cool yet. But you're not gonna do that all here and I'm on here. Yeah, you're not gonna do all that here. We're not gonna do that. You understand? You're gonna go over there. That's what you're gonna do. Yeah, but I want you to be quiet. Is that okay? And you're gonna have to be quiet. And if you're not gonna do that, I'm gonna direct you out of the living room. You understand? You're gonna go into your room, into your bed, and you can do all the screaming and hollering that you want. You're just not gonna do it here in my space. You understand? Okay. 1, 2. Are you gonna keep on? You're gonna be quiet?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So as I'm saying, you 1 second.
I can walk in the kitchen.
Yeah, because once you start listening, I'm gonna get you to cook. You don't start listening, I'm not giving you nothing. You're going back inside the room, and they gonna know because you're gonna sit there doing all that hollering. Are you gonna be quiet? Go sit down at the chair right now.
Okay.
And don't be on the top of me when I'm trying to talk. I don't play that mess. Sure. So turns out, so I'm back. So turns out that they was talking all this mess about me. They started slandering my name. And as they started slandering my name, they kept slandering it. Now, I thought when I did a video last week, it would be all over. But she keep talking. And that uglier woman, there's ugly, uglier, and much. And the uglier one, that's African diaspora, the African diaspora, whatever her name is. She's another one that's a no wedding, no womb mammy. Like this is another one who can't get a man, who wish he had a baby daddy, who wish he was a single mom. These women are bitter women and they're dumb as shits. I've never seen women to be this damn dumb. And they start talking bad about women here in America. Started bashing women here in America, started talking about Cynthia G promoting this and promoting that. And then she sat there and made it seem like I don't know who Storm Moreau is. I know who the hell Storm Moreau is. I follow his channel. And Storm Moreau are not sitting over here siding with what you're talking about. So you are have selective hearing, just like you guys had a selective hearing of my son when he was hollering. Because he's spoiled. Grandma spoiled him. Also, let me read the chat real quick. That's Tanya. How you doing, sweetheart? She's a sweetheart. You guys, that's she should have had a channel. Uh, hey, Cherise, Rochelle, woo, that's my girl right there. That's fire. And wisdom over feelings. That's another fire. All my fires is here. That's my fires. But yeah, that's my thing. I'm gonna have me a damn YouTube channel one day. We're gonna have so much goddamn fun. Everybody gonna throw flame fires for me. But that being said, I want to address some things. Now, there were some things about them talking about me being neglecting my son. Now, mind you, these raggedy witches don't know anything about neglect. I think what happened was men neglected them so goddamn much, and they're so goddamn old with cobwebs that they have no goddamn idea what the word neglect is. I mean, men are neglecting you and neglecting to do shit for you. That's your problem. But when it comes to my kid, leave my son out of it. And dog, Mystic Dog, this woman here is what is her issue? She's a munch. All she does is follow me. All she does is harass me. And she harasses other women. I don't understand this. Lady or man, me. That's what we're going to call you. Man, me. MANMIE. KEYMOUSE. I don't know. She's another one. She's been very disrespectful when it comes to my kids. I'm gonna tell you for the last time, um, you're ugly, displaced troll. Stay where you at, but keep my baby's name out of your mouth. You know nothing about my kids. My kids are smarter than your damn dog any day. As a matter of fact, my son knows science. Ali DeMarco knows nothing about science. He's dumb as shit when it comes to science. For those who believe that women don't carry the seed and men does, it to me is a big issue. Grab me one, son, and get down before you burn yourself. Grab me one. No, cut down, all the way down. And so that was one issue that I had. And I'm gonna tell y'all for the last time. I'm not one of y'all bullying bags. You're not gonna get on here and bully me. You're not gonna be going around trying to prove something to somebody that you got nothing to prove. Ali had to get checked. Ali DeMarco. Y'all, for y'all didn't know who Ali DeMarco was, he was in Moonflower's chat. And Moonflower, we all thought that was a freaking female.
Sorry, mommy.
Well, pick it up. We all thought it was a woman. And the whole time I learned it was a man. That's right, B1. That's right, B1. You know what I'm saying? We all thought that was a woman. It ended up being a man. He gets on here because he don't see the main folks here. So now everyone else trying to bully me. But as soon as Queen Cascade and Sharice shows up, then and Mystic and Majestic Iron Kitty Cat shows up, then all of a sudden nobody wants to get up and say anything anymore. Now Mystic Dog, she came up on my chat and she did nothing but say, "Where's the daddy at? Where's the daddy at?" What that's supposed to do? That's supposed to make me mad because the nigga ain't here? I don't know. That's supposed to make me upset because the man ain't in the child's life. I mean, come on, tell me something new. This is their fault. The embarrassment is on them, not the mom. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a mom, what the hell I got to be embarrassed for? I got to raise a son. I mean, I have to raise kids. I mean, this will be the second time I became a single mom. The first time I could not wait to be a single mom. Who wants to raise their kids under a freaking cuckoo bird that put hands and feet on women in front of the kids? So yes, wisdom over feeling. Uh, Queen Cascade looked her up and got some of her channels so she can I guess she can go over what they're talking about. And it's Africa Socialite Social Podcast. She goes by the name of Lady A. And she's the one that was bashing Cynthia G. She's a fan. She's just jealous. And then she was talking shit about Nyla too. It's gonna be one where she's talking shit about Nyla. She was talking shit about Black Woman Spirit at the time where everybody was all together. But what she thought was Black Woman Spirit was like the new version of Manosphere. And she didn't even hate Manosphere like that. Not trying to tell her like I told her this little dumbass bitch like 3 times that Black Woman Spirit is one person. That's a woman. That's just one person. That's not a whole goddamn group. What the hell are you freaking you talking about? And so she didn't take my word for it. But I'll tell you something about Lady A. This witch hate women so damn much. She should have been a lesbian. This woman hate women, and you'll be surprised at what she says about women, especially pregnant women. When she sees and hears about pregnant women and things have happened, certain tragedies have happened, she's always talking about their genitals. Oh, what man wanted to marry her? She didn't marry him before she got pregnant. What freaking matters? I already said that you could still be a single mom.
No!
All that for? Get out of here. All that yelling that you doing, get out of here, little boy. Come on. Eat your cookie in here and don't you come back out. If you want to do all that crying and screaming and stuff, then you stay in here. I don't want to hear that coming out here. So it turns out that this woman is spreading these rumors about me, and now they over here talking about finding ways to get CPS, and it's like I'm gonna start going Cardi B on their asses. I am. I'm gonna start going Cardi B on their asses because first of all, you're not gonna sit here and make up some story, some damn cockamamie story, and make it seem like that I'm sitting up here abusing my kid at all. Can anybody hear me? If somebody can hear me, put a one in the chat because I don't trust this damn device. I don't trust this damn device at all. But I just want to say, back up off me, please. And then I hate that people would. I know it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. Because you don't want to act. Thank you. Yeah, if you hear my son, he's being a typical toddler. Now, in America, this shit is normal. This is normal. No, you're getting out of here, son. No, no more cookies. And lay down and cry as much as you want. Now, this is what grandma and grandpa does to him. They give him what he wants, and I'm not doing that here. So he's going to have to know the difference between the two. Now, if he's going to holler and do all that screaming, it's not going to help you guys give him nothing or come here and coddle him or nothing. I don't know where he gets it from. But I'm going to be done with talking about these degenerates. I'll be glad when they get clowned. I'll be glad when somebody catch them off guard. I really want Nala to get Lady A so damn bad because she talked shit about Nyla and Cynthia. Okay, she called them lesbians, and I will never forget that shit. She was sitting there said they're nothing but a bunch of lesbians talking about they're being anti-black men all over the place. It was like, who the hell are you fucking calling a lesbian? Not as married. The one that she said, what she say? The one that abuses her. I says, whoa. And then what pissed me off was I don't know who this other guy was. He says the guy that yells a lot, the guy that just all he does is yell. And I was like, yeah. And I tried to get in contact with Nyla. I wanted Nyla to just catch these bitches off guard. And this happened almost 2 years ago. I wanted Nyla to catch these bitches off guard. And I'm going off. I'm by myself. You have folks come at me hella foul. You have folks come at me very disrespectful, doing what they did to do, and I held my own. I get that. There was times that they try to come after me then, and Domo had my back. Domo came through for me, Then there was times that there was another YouTube channel, the person who would come to Chaz's chat also comes to Miss Uganda's chat. He also had my back, and we were talking. Because me and him was going back and forth when we was in another channel, and he was like, "All right, all right, Tanjon, all right, man, all right, fam." I said, "No, that's not. I mean, if you good, right? You're not gonna put yourself in certain situations." So, making a long story short, we got into it, and then they try to pull that mess with me on I'm still disappointed. I'm still upset and disappointed at Africa Millennial because when I got on her chat, they asked me to come up on here. Oh, hit the link, hit the link. It's like y'all want to hit the link for me for? Why y'all want me to come up here? Y'all said some stuff, and every time y'all mention people I follow and I see things that I see, you don't see things that you see. You see what you want to hear. And when I get up there, you want to start some mess. Me and Psychopathus got into it with Africa on Africa Millennium channel. She kicks me off and puts me to the back and says she ain't got time for this. And nope, nope, and close that door. Shoot, I ain't got time to hear that. Come out here. You better be quiet. I don't want to hear that. So she comes out of nowhere and she's she comes out of nowhere and she just says, "Oh, I don't have time for this. All this trauma, all this." Just like, wait a minute, but Psychopath is the one started this shit. You gonna kick me off and kick me to the back? That's fine. So I never came back to her chat no more. I never came back to her channel. I never showed up to say nothing to her or nothing because to me, she was auditioning for Peen Peen. That's all she was doing. She ain't had no man yet, and she was auditioning for Peen Peen. And then a man that's supposed to have married her from America, for some reason that marriage never worked. We thought it was going to work, but for some reason he ain't married her and she still ain't married. Okay. And I was trying to tell her to be careful how she speaks because she's going to get folks interested in taking advantage of her. All that auditioning for these men, you think you captain save a bitch, you captain saving a simp. Don't nobody want no mammy. To be honest with you, they probably want to just get in the underwear and then just get up and leave. And they gonna talk bad about you and all that other shit. Well, anyway, she did that to me, and I thought it was hella foul, never hella wrong. So I don't have no respect for her now. It's like You know, you think I just come here for drama, but you ain't looking at the bitch that you got on that panel talking like bitches. There's a whole bunch of them talking like bitches. And you gotta watch these dudes. You gotta watch these dudes. Like I had to learn where I went wrong, and then I had to learn and I had to study exactly what's the end game. Because if the guys that I've been with were simps and they supposed to be good men that they claim that they are, why are you so fucked up behind closed doors? Because they're fucked up people. And that's why black women say there's no good men. That's why women says these men are dogs anyway. That's why you have black, white, Hispanic women talking about black men. You know, we thought that we had good men and they're just not good men. It's just, you know, forget it. Forget about it. I had a Tyrese and he was terrible to me. Yeah, after 6 months of being with him, he was terrible. And you look at it like, yeah, yeah, everybody's starting to get the same vibe off of black men, and no one's making this shit up. No one's making this up. Black, white, Asian, they're not making this up, man. And we have to learn how to do an about face right now. We got, you know, because listen, we got to raise our kids by ourselves and deal with it. Look what I got to deal with my son. He's spoiled. My son is a freaking brat. But guess what? He's gonna be grandma and them brat when he get over there. He don't even pull that mess with grandma and them. But they give him any and freaking everything that and grandma. Come on. Mind you, it's her birthday today. You know, I guess later on we'll call and sing happy birthday and all the stuff. He probably misses grandma and all the stuff, but you know, it's just one of these things. Like I'm back. He's going to school full time next week. I cannot wait to get the car back so I can go back to work. But this young man, I cannot wait. He wants a break from me, and I want a break from him. But I want these folks from the diaspora and the millennial and the all these other folks to stop saying I neglect my son or abuse my son. I'm not taking down my damn channels. I don't give a hell how many goddamn times he screams and throw a tantrum. Whatever we because guess what? But there's kids who do this all goddamn night. He's just 4. He turned 4 4 months ago. Okay, he just still leaving the 3 stage. You know what I'm saying? Some of them they take longer to leave the last year stage. And I'm not. Hey, he's gonna have to learn the hard way. He's gonna have to learn a better way than what he's been doing. But I'm not taking down my channel just because I'm afraid what you the hell you're gonna say. Who the hell are you? None of y'all gonna whoop my ass. And none of y'all gonna bring no damn CPS. I'm not finna get arrested. My son ain't finna get taken from me and all the shit. But I wish you would. Like I said again, I wish you would bring a motherfucker officer over here. I wish you would dox me. I wish you would. I ain't even got enough for you to dox me. You ain't gonna know who the fuck I am. I don't care. I don't care. Then you got folks tell me straight up, well, Mr. Dog don't have a channel. So goddamn what? Mr. Dog following everybody. She ain't got nothing else to do. She ain't got a man. She got a dog for a husband. She ain't even got a man. Why you think her name is Mr. Doggo? Okay? That's all she got as a companion is a goddamn dog. So you don't think she performed bestiality? Okay? I don't know. I mean, who fucking knows what she does? You know, they talk all this mess like, you know, she lies so much. And then if she ever pops up on this channel, you're going to see she looks just like a man with a weave on her head. She's the ugliest.
I feel better now.
You feel better now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got it all out your system?
Yeah.
Okay, you go sit down and be cool. I'm not going to run the bathwater yet until it's done, until I'm ready. Okay? It's you know, but my thing is, my whole point of me running a YouTube channel was I want to have fun with some groups. I want to have fun. I want us to build apps. I want us to make money. I want us to do these things that we can do together. I have to go. Okay. Oh yeah, give me a call. Give me a call. Did you get my text message? You did get my text message, right? Give me a call. Some good things about to happen. So my goal, regardless of these haters and these women, lonely women who can't get anybody, who can't get a man, all this stuff that's calling me fat back, that's calling me like I'm not even fat. Like for real. Like I mean my weight's in my stomach, but I can lose that shit in a minute. Like I'm going to be hitting the gym. So I ain't got no time. You know what I'm saying? I love the gym. I lose weight real quick. I can lose weight, so it's not an issue. My son going outside, opening the door, the ring doorbells, that's not neglect. I just want you to know that, Mr. Dog. It's not neglect. Allie, I can cook my ass off. You don't cook? Yeah, bitch, I cook. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ever cook for you, but I cook. And then when it comes to my son doing all that howling and screaming and stuff, he's a goddamn toddler. I'm sorry to the dumb ones who feel like once a woman is pregnant, it's a baby. You dumb motherfuckers. They're not babies. It's called a goddamn fetus. That means ain't no fingers, no toes, no heartbeat, no nothing. It just means the gestation just happened. It's just the fertilizer met the seed, not the sperm meet the egg. Like we've been arguing. Quit saying that we got eggs. We don't fucking have eggs, dumbass. We have seeds. 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 We have seeds. It's like it's and it's like I've already broke it down. The easiest, simplest term for the ones who have no clue and didn't understand that you're not the goddamn soil, bros. You are the goddamn fertilizer. You're like the rain that fertilizes the soil, which is us. You know, we got the dirt soil, which is like maybe that's the womb. The dirt soil is like the womb, and then inside these little white little specks is called the seeds. Yeah, that's us.
Go to the kitchen.
Not yet. Not yet. So I would like it that y'all, if you got problems with me and you got smoke with me right now, with my son talking in the middle of the live stream, like I could care less. Like just don't move me. My son doing that screaming and stuff, I could politely get my ass up and take him and direct him to his room in his bed. I don't have time to sit there and feel like what I'ma feel if somebody hears my son scream. He's gonna fucking scream because he a goddamn toddler. That's what he does. That's what toddlers do. And I speak for all moms who got babies that's 2, 3, 4, and 5 years old. They show the hell out whether you're on YouTube or not. They show the hell out. Some people got folks to watch them kids, some don't. And I don't trust everybody. With the way the times are to these days, I don't trust nobody. You got folks zesting for little boys. You think I want my son around a whole bunch of freaking men right now? I freaking don't. But my son's gonna have to learn the hard way with me. He's gonna have to learn you can't get your way on certain shit. Call that shit abuse if you want to. My son's gonna learn when he fall and bust his little ass head again that and put a little fucking knot on his head again that, hey, you did it. No one else did it but you. Figure it out. Get up. Lay down. But don't go to sleep. Because guess what? You did it. If my son did that shit, I have to let him learn the hard way. That's the only way he's going to grow up to be a goddamn good a man. He's not going to be nobody bitch. He's not going to be nobody punk. So I'm not going to coddle him. I'm not going to sit here and treat him like he's a little Chinese little kid. You know how the moms and them always pick the kid up when they hurt themselves. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that to my son. There's too many y'all sensitive ass bells running around here and talking that sensitive ass talk. Y'all act like y'all want to be women. Some of y'all are so embarrassing to me. Y'all act like y'all want to be fucking women. And that's how come I don't want a relationship. You turn a sister off. You turn women off. Don't act like you don't turn women off. And we don't go around here talking about what kind of man we don't want and stuff. We ain't on Shana Kenya page. I don't know what the hell she talking about, but she auditioning for Peen too. Because had she had Peen, she wouldn't even get on here talking all this. I'm Shana Kenya and I said what I said. I don't give a hell about none of that stuff. And then the other thing I want to talk about, and I want to say some shit about the alphabet community. Listen, let me break this shit down. I'm gonna do this for the fun of it because this is getting on my damn nerves. I heard what Mumu said and I disagree and I was offended. I heard what some of the sisters were saying. I disagree and I was offended. I felt attacked when you got up on Taz's chat and you started talking about what Taz couldn't do when it comes to the LGBT and all the other shit when it comes to gay men and all the other shit. And that the fact that just because he don't want to fucking accept other people who's supposed to be speaking for women, first of all, he's correct. You don't. A gay content creator should be speaking on women, especially heterosexual women. When it comes to men, they're supposed to be speaking on their agenda. Why don't you speak about the LGBT? Stay on that. What's the issue going on with that? There's a huge issue going on with the LGBT. There's a huge issue, and you got the alphabet community deleting other alphabet communities, whether they're gay and black or whether they're just the other side piece and he didn't want nobody to know. He didn't want you going back to his first lover, the same what he did. All these things, I listen, there's a bunch of that going on, and it should be talked about amongst your group. It shouldn't be that you're trying to pander to women because now you're a gay simp. So now you're pandering to women who are heterosexual who's falling for this bullshit. And I can say some shit that may piss you off, but you know I ain't lying. I can tell you some shit gay men had did that made me say I'm not fucking with around you no more. Stay away from me. I'm cool because I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to sit there and throw a wrench in our game. You're trying to hurt us. You know what I'm saying? Because you're upset at no one's looking at you. If I go to the club with you, why do you want to fucking pick a fight with one of the sisters that we came to the club with? You don't even care if she drove us to the goddamn club. Why would you want to sit there and pick fights with the driver of the club and she's fine as wine to some of the guys? You ain't want that guy, but you in competition with that sister and us that we came into the club with because you mad you couldn't get the dude that that's already hitting on her. He ain't even thinking about you, but you mad at her, you hate her. So that's one thing. Another thing I've seen that wasn't cool. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Thank you for saying, can you go? No more cookies. You have to wait until after you eat food. You gotta eat dinner. Okay, so now you gotta go in the back room. We gotta go in the back room. Are you gonna scream? Okay. Well, don't back in the back room. You know, if you want to scream all you want to your room. I told you, here's your room. Go back here. Go to your room. And scream all you want. So I mean, I'm telling you, it was times where we had to deal with friends and family, women of the friends and family who would sit right there and get an attitude because their so-called friend, who was their best gay friend, who was their gaydar, who's supposed to scope dudes out to see if they was over there down low, he was supposed to be her gaydar. Okay, you first of all, you don't even call it bid. Okay, now I don't know about black and gay men. I knew white and Asian gay men would call themselves femme. Okay, they were femme, and there was another name for it. They never say that they were a man. They never felt comfortable calling themselves a man ever. So number one, let's correct the fact that stop comparing gay because they were born biologically a male. Nah, because if he's biologically a male, that's fine. But then if he wants to be something else, let him be something else. You can't make him something he's not going to be. He's not going to protect you. He's going to gossip about you. He's not going to protect you. If something happens to you and you're a woman, a heterosexual woman, and something happened to you from baby daddy or from your job, whatever, they're not going to have your damn back and come to you. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. You may have maybe one friend. He's only going to take you halfway to your house. He's not going to go all the way home with you and protect you or do anything as a quote unquote G-class male. Not gonna do it. Okay? They like to be called femme, and there's another name for it. If someone can help me, it's called something else. Stud. They want to be called this. They go by that. They don't appreciate women calling them men. They call you fish for a reason. So it's like when they call you that, it's like they don't respect you because you don't respect who they are. And to tell Mumu as opposed to Mumu, listen, if your son turns, it's because Part of it is diet. You know what I'm saying? And part of it is you made it, you normalized it in your home. Okay? They may say they have to do this. You have, if you look at some of the documentary for some of the kids who were speaking out, come on. There's a lot of them are committing suicide because they felt like they have to turn that way to make it normal. Some of y'all parents talk too goddamn much and expose too goddamn much around your kids. Y'all do that shit and it'll be the wrong shit you expose them to. Yet I get criticized and chastised for teaching my son Yoruba. I get chastised and criticized for reading to my son at an early age. And that's to include my punk ass mom, Miss Linda Jefferson. I get criticized by that woman. How you know he like books? Well, just because you don't fucking like books and you're lazy as fuck with your eyes and you don't want to pronounce shit out, don't mean that my son has to be lazy with books. We're not gonna have no dumb kids at my house. No, nobody dumb comes out of my house. Nobody lazy comes out of my house. Yeah, no, nobody. Okay, I'm not doing that. So no. So I digress. There was times where you have friends and folks who went out to the clubs with their gay friends, and then when they come back, they let them spend the night at their house, no matter what. You know, the black women always open the door to just any goddamn body spend the night at their house. And at that time, you was cool. You know, if you found out a gay guy and you had a braid hair, you're like, well, shit, honey, he finna braid my hair. You know what I'm saying? Ain't he gay? Oh yeah. They never say, and he's a man. They just say, ain't he gay? Because that's what you called him. You just say he was gay, and that's what the fuck he was. He was a big bucket of gay. Simple as that. Okay? But guess what was missing? Some of her clothes, some of her outfits, her whatever was missing. And you be like, did he take my motherfucking new outfits? You would hear this shit come out, and then you would hear the B word flying back and forth, and come and get it. And what the fuck you wear? This is my size anyway, and who said this was yours? And she said, I got the receipt. Yeah, well, okay, well, you gotta come get it. It should be those damn attitudes. It's like, I don't want to hang with y'all no more. It just seems to me it was more of a propaganda against black women, but we too goddamn dumb to see this. We too goddamn dumb to see this. We too damn dumb. We just want to accept so many goddamn people and count on any goddamn body and accept any goddamn body. So much so that we don't see that we getting punched in the face behind our goddamn backs. Even by the LGBT movement. Even by that. You see the T movement, they want to replace us. So goddamn bad. But y'all feel so bad that we speak up against it. And we have a whole different reason why we speak up against it. Because this is not our fight. What they're going through is their own turmoil. It's nothing to do with straight people saying shit about the homosexuals. There's nothing. We're not saying shit about it. We're not paying them no attention. And that's what the problem is. We're not paying them any attention. That's what the goddamn problem is. And they come out here and they throw these little damn tantrums like my son would. My son would sit there and throw a tantrum because he want everything to be focused on him and about him. Always about him. But we're not at grandma's house. Well, gay folks do that shit all goddamn time. We talking about they want, first it was the white gay folks targeting black people as a whole. And then we just realized there's some downloads. Okay. And now black men are coming out and they don't give a hell. And now they want to sit here and think that black women are supposed to accept anything about them. And that's up to you, black woman, if you want to do that. But I don't have to accept that shit. And y'all don't need to be pushing that shit on me. I have a son to raise, and I don't want my son being that, period. And that's coming from a fucking black woman. That's coming from a woman that's not going to cuddle her son. That's not going to sit there and just give him any goddamn thing. This little boy got cookies. Didn't mean to call him the ninja word, but this little boy got cookies because he said he's going to sit down and stop the screaming. And I tested it out, and it didn't work out. Guess what? He ain't getting no more goddamn cookie. If he don't want to eat no more, no Mickey freaking food, and he ain't eating all his food, he ain't never getting a snack. And he heard it. That's why he in the back crying. Cause now it ain't about. What we talking, son? What you say? Huh? You get what? Get what? Oh, you get it? You get it now? Okay. Okay. Well, high five if you get it. High five. Okay. But I'll work with my baby. He's my son. No one else gonna work with him but me. But but make a long story short, with that situation, I appreciate Taz and his truth. And I'll stand with Taz on this one. I'm not trying to understand shit them folks is going through because they're not trying to understand the fact that we gave birth to their asses. That's not fair. That's not fair to us because they don't respect us the same as we try to respect them and accept them. And that's not cool. We're not going to be protected by them. We're going to be talked about. You don't see no damn rainbow flag coming out in defense of Breonna Taylor and Corinne Gaines and all the rest of the sisters that lost their lives, and Tatiana Jefferson and them. You don't see their ass come out. Black Lives Matter didn't come out neither. So you know what I'm saying? Very one or two black persons talked about it. They were it was like maybe one man talked about it, and then you had other sisters talk about it, and people attacked Michi X because every time Michi X mentioned a sister that lost her life, it's like it's against the goddamn law for a black biracial to say something about a black child losing her life because now a black woman losing her life because now you got dumbass black men targeting her all of a sudden. Then all of a sudden you're manly. She, to me, Michi, if Michi hears this, you ain't gotta explain shit to none of these hating ass people. Then you got these mammies who just want the dudes that's bashing Michi. And but you're not even black though, Michi. Yeah, she's more blacker than you. What's her mama? Her mama tells her she's black. She's black first. So you don't get to tell again, Michi X, that she's not black just because you want to call out her father. How unfucking fair is that? How you gonna sit there and say Kim Kardashian kids is black, but Michi X mama, Michi X daughter ain't black. Michi X's uh mama ain't give birth to a black daughter. Or Michi's kids ain't black. How dare you? Nobody want to say no shit like that. Nobody want to say no shit like that. Wash your hands, son. Did you go pee pee up a poo? You went pee pee and poo poo? Oh, okay. You just went pee pee? Okay. Wash your hands, baby. Okay, got you. So that type of shit, like I'm sick of this. And on top of that, those who make judgments, she not blackmail worshiping the way she used to do. She put shit like that on the shelf. She community worshiping. She's into building with the goddamn community. She ain't got time for that bullshit. She ain't got time for all this shit. She trying to tell the brothers one thing, but at the same time, oh shit, fucking, let's just build. We gotta build. We gotta build. And then anybody that got something to say, she know what to tell to y'all. She know how to, but pretty soon she gonna end up burning that cake. Y'all already pushed her there. And she's only trying to build with the community. I want people to understand I follow her and she's building. She was worshiping back then. She quit. She got tired of the bullshit. She got tired of the threats. After that shit with Grandmaster Jay and all that shit was over. If y'all start following her channel, she's more about building and helping us make money and multiple streams of income. And she's the real deal. I really appreciate Michi. I really appreciate the work that she does and stuff, but I want people to leave her the fuck alone because she ain't the problem. It ain't like she's forcing her other side on you. Just like some of these heterosexual sisters was getting on Cass's chat, making it seem like we're doing wrong, pushing that aside. Because, like he said, listen, we gotta focus on our issues. We gotta focus on our issues. I can't focus on their issue. I don't want that extra weight on me. That's unfair to me. That's unfair to a lot of the sisters who are not with that shit. They got kids. They want to raise their kids straight narrow. My son is not going to these all American type schools because my son's not going to be taking sex education class. If you ask me, that's the worst thing that you could allow your children to take is sex education class. You shouldn't be teaching them about no goddamn sex. Let their ass figure that shit out on their own when they get a certain age. Now, that being said, put their ass in science class. Anatomy and physiology, botany.
You got to get the peanut butter cookie with something else where we got some milk, blah, blah, blah. We'll put our other cookie.
So my son's trying to talk me into getting him another peanut butter cookie, and I'm gonna tell him no. And the reason why I say this is because it's almost time for me to make dinner. That's almost time for you to eat. And speaking of dinner, I want to fast forward with this bullshit and stuff. I think we were clear on what we should do. We should stick with our own. We're HET people. We should stick with our own shit without putting down any other group. We don't give a crap. If we don't care, we don't care. The problem is they want people to care about them and focus on them and accept them in their accept them in our circle. And if we don't do it, then we this homophobe, we're this, we're that, and then we get talked about real bad, or we get bashed, or we gonna get the channel taken down. When it came to dealing with European people and their lunch counters and things like that, as I said it, black folks will quick to speak for the white people. You was their mouthpiece. You would say shit like, "Well, you can't make Mr. Grayson let you in his center. You can't do that. They don't. If they don't deal with black people, they just don't. You can't just make them like you. You can't just make the Asians sell you a bundle of hair. You can't just get mad at the Asian because they don't want you in their store. That's their store. But how come Taz can't have his channel for his goddamn channel representing what he want to represent? Without y'all sitting up there saying it's wrong and you don't understand and all this other stuff. And that's all I'm saying. I think that shit was wrong. I think that shit was wrong for people to get up there and say that shit. Now, him and his wife can figure that shit out together. That's who they both are the closest one. Now, I look on a side note. I was starting shit on that chat. I was sitting up there saying somebody gonna get pregnant on that chat, listening to them having a debate and disagreeing with each other. That's pregnancy argument. That's what that is. Get down. No, you don't. Get down. See, you can't. And you gotta go to your room now because this is unacceptable. Yeah, this is unacceptable. Come on. Yeah, it's unacceptable. You always do that, but I can't. All right. Yeah, that's him acting. That's him throwing the tantrum on for some cookies. This is what I mean. Upon my observations, I would not do this again. He would not get a snack and he ain't had no food. Nope. He's gonna have to learn the hard way, and I'm gonna have to learn with him because I know his pressure points. See, and he throws things. He throws tantrums. That's what he does. See? So that being said, I am gonna get off this chat. I do want to come back on later on tonight if no one's on here, and I want to talk about how to make graveyard salmon tortellini. And I definitely am going to show you guys what to do. But I was want y'all to get a pad and a pen and a book. Get you a cook. Get you guys. This is what I'll do. You guys get yourselves one of those papers. Get you one of those papers, and not a paper, but a binder book, and get you a pen. And we gonna cook together. And I'm gonna show y'all how to make this delicious graveyard salmon tortellini and Alfredo sauce. It's gonna be so good. And one of these days we gonna do it from scratch. But I'm gonna show you the quick way of making it. And it depends on how you want to make it. It's gonna be cool. And then I'm gonna show you. Somebody showed us how to make these taters from scratch. We're gonna do that. And then I promised this one sister that I was gonna show her how to take down some braids. Now I am I love taking down braids. Okay, I take down braids and everything, and I charge for them small braids. People don't like to take down. It's an easy step to take down braids, and even when people see it, they still say, "Can we just come back to you for you to take down my braids, girl? I don't want to take down these braids." And I'm like, "Oh, sure, I'll take down the braids. I'll take down some hair for you." But my son is gonna be okay. Right now, he throwing his little tantrum, and he sat there and threw the little Simon Says against the wall, against the door. Now, if he broke that Simon Says, that's his Simon Says. I'm gonna buy me one for myself. He doesn't get the Simon Says anymore, and I already took the tablet from him. He don't even get a tablet. My son won't even get a cell phone. He's not gonna get a cell phone. He's not gonna get a TV because I noticed with my daughter, she did well without a TV. Okay, when she went to private school, she did very well without a TV. Her focus was her education, and she was so damn focused. That's the reason why she ended up with them damn awards. I still got them. One day I'm gonna show off. I'm gonna show them off, and I'm gonna talk about those awards, and you know, um, and I'm gonna show parents what you can do. I mean, upon my observations, give this a try, parents. Give this a try. But I give shout out to the parents, single moms. Listen, you got my double heart. We have the most work to be done, but nothing is hard. Anything is possible. I'm glad you're here. And we get, I just want to address a few points because the comrades are telling me that I've been that they over here dragging my name, and they are. It's unfortunate that they're dumb. That's simple as that. And you have a witch. I want people to, you know what you should do. Listen, do me a favor. Those who are listening, go to my past channels. Okay. One was called Let's Be Messy. Let's Be Messy. If you look that one up, it's going to be a comment section from Lady A and her other folks, because they think shit is funny. And you guys comment after her, and you'll find her channel. I don't know if Queen Cascade had her channel, but find her channel. And then also look up another one where where I said I wasn't taking down the channel. My son doing all this howling and stuff. I wasn't taking down that channel. You kind of will see why I wasn't taking down the channel. Because everyone else who heard it said, well, what the hell was wrong? What was so abusive about what you did? You just told him, to get up and he can't throw stuff and you direct him to his room, right? So we heard what you said. You told us he fell off the chair and he wasn't doing up a holler. And then when I yelled, do you want French fries? First he started crying and I asked him again, do you want French fries? He said, yeah. Then he said, I'm going to cry. Hey! I said, he ain't even crying. He just yelling because he's being bratty right now. And that's his terribles. He didn't even give me problems like this at the age of 2. He just didn't. So I am going to deal with my son right now. He needs more of my time now. Throwing stuff against walls, stuff is unacceptable to me. But I will meet with you guys later on tonight. If not, just try tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. And I'm gonna start cooking. That food that I made last night, that food has been gone today. Food is gone. I had that food for lunch. I couldn't wait for dinner to have. I'm thinking about making like a Beyond Meat Sloppy Joes, and I really appreciate you guys. It's hard for me to get off here, but you know I just want people to back up off me. Like I'm not that messy type of person, but I don't start shit, but I'll finish it. I'll hurt your fucking feelings up in here. To be honest with you, I could be as nice as ever, but I'll burn your fucking ass for real. I'll burn you. Don't ever come for me for no damn reason at all. No one's done shit to you, bistic dog. You're a fucking muncher. You're a jealous ass bitch who can't have anything. You ain't got nothing but probably a job, if that. You just so miserable. And then the other two, the African diaspora, whatever her name is, the one that's her name, she goes Africa diaspora. Listen, you are so miserable. You are a miserable piece of shit. You and your damn ugly ass sister, Lady A, Africa Socialite Social Podcast. You guys are the most ugliest demons ever. And if anybody else jumps in on there and starts some shit, you gonna get that drill too. The people who are getting on here trying to pop up on my channel or pop up on the chat and say some shit to me, listen, you didn't have shit to say really. And you popping up on my chat with a goddamn SpongeBob face, the blue face SpongeBob, just to tell me something's mentally wrong with me, something's mentally wrong with your mama for giving birth to your raggedy ass. You should have been like the manosphere, get rid of the daughters. That's what y'all do in Africa anyway, do you? Don't y'all get rid of your little girls or sell them for 4 or 5 cows? Isn't that what y'all do? It's not. Don't the Chinese run your ass right now? Jing Kuo, you're experiencing Jing Kuo right now, aren't you? Jing Kuo, that's what you're experiencing, right? So why in the hell do you some of y'all run out here to America to bash black women of America? Why? I don't get it. I don't get why you come here and you bash black American women. You don't even say shit to the men, really. Only one African chick came out here and said some bullshit to the whole group of African Americans, black American people. One. And she was getting clowns left and goddamn right. And everybody was doing fine until some dumbass mammy got up there and says, yeah, these don't ever talk about our kangs. And she was serious. She didn't even say kang, she said king. I said, you mean the kangs? And she said, what is that? I said, girl, please stop worshiping these dudes who ain't conquered shit, ain't built nothing, ain't protected nothing, ain't provided nothing, ain't done nothing. It took us a while and our eyes are open. Baby, please open your eyes. And some dude said, who hurt you? I will never forget that. Who hurt you? Nigga, who hurt you? You the one sound hurt. A lot of us sound done. We just done. Okay? And I give shout out to the black men. Let me give shout out. So it won't look like I'm bashing black men of America. No, this is who I don't bash and who I respect. Okay? I respect Taz. I respect Suave, Domo, Out the Blue, T Will, B Will, Twin Man, Moo Moo, Flanoy, Mr. Jefferson, Kevin. I respect those brothers. I respect them big time. And I respect those who support Taz. In spite of the shit that he's going through right now, I respect those who respect Taz. The black men who come and support Taz, Brother Moses, salute to you, brother. I really appreciate you coming up there, supporting Taz and understanding where he's coming from and stuff, and working with him. Not working with him, but you guys act like brothers. For real fucking brothers. Like two intellectual brothers. And I appreciate those black men. I appreciate black men who protect their family, the black ones. Okay, we're not gonna talk about the nigga that was in the elevator and a white guy was messing with the white lady hair and smelling it, and she's like, "Would you please stop?" And he's sitting up here talking about, "Oh no, bruh, back up off her, bruh, back up off her, bruh." And it's like you walking up on this white dude like you gonna whoop his ass for Becky, but you walk out with Becky because you just want her motherfucking phone number. Don't think we don't know what the fuck you're trying to do, bruh. Don't think we don't know what you're trying to do. But I bet you if that black woman was if that woman was black and a white dude was messing with her hair, pulling on her hair, her braids, smelling her braids, dude, it ain't like the goddamn 90s. I remember brothers back in the days was wishing a hillbilly touch a black woman's braids. You wasn't gonna touch no damn poetic justice braids. It was gonna be on. You ain't even gotta smell it. She ain't even gotta say nothing. Soon as you touch them braids, he willing off on your white ass. Straight up. Like boom, 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 boom. You alright, sis? Yeah, he was touching your braids. I had to check his ass for a minute. But no, you got cowardly ass Negroes now that sit there and just protect Becky. And then when it comes to black women, you just stand right there and just let it happen because you think she like it or that could be her boyfriend. Who knows? That type of stuff is what I don't like. You know, we just got a lot of issues going on with our with the black community, and we got to fix that shit. Listen, black people in the alphabet community, if that's what you are, stay where you are. And if you're going to support someone like Taz or Nyla, what have you, that's fine. Again, there's one gay guy, and I don't remember his name, but I even give him respect because he don't even come there pushing that agenda. He even knows that's a fucking agenda being pushed, and he thinks that's very uncomfortable. So I give thanks to that guy. Okay, he let everybody know he's in a G class, and yet he appreciates the truth of the teachings. So that being said, I appreciate those brothers. So shout out to those black men. Shout out to those black men that's about the truth. And I give two middle fingers to the fake ass so-called black dudes liking little girls trying to hide behind some damn religion. I don't respect pastors. Yeah, I don't respect you. Hallelujah. I don't respect you. I don't. You're fucking everything about y'all is fake. Fake as hell. You over here and you got women following behind you. That's all black women been doing. And I've been trying to tell this to people like Mr. Uganda. Black women follow behind what men do. Black women follow behind what men say. If we stop listening to these motherfuckers, we gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna have a mind of our own. I think we're gonna do well for ourselves. Did you hear about that beautiful sister who's over here taking up for this dude that violated her 5-year-old son? Anybody? Gigi got a channel about it. And if you see the video, this one wouldn't even look at the camera. And you know why she wouldn't look at the camera? Because she know she lying for that dude. Now, deep down inside, she know that dude did it, and she ain't finna fuck with that dude no more. But it's gonna be more so he dropped her because you sat there and almost cost him his career. Everybody knows that when you're a weirdo and you sign that you're gonna always be a weirdo, it's not gonna cost you a damn career unless he violated a white little boy. If he violated a white little girl, oh yeah, the career's over. You touched the wrong person. Why you think R. Kelly could get away with so much what he did? Because he was messing with black women and then teenage boys. Let's just call a spade a spade. So all this other stuff that's going on is so oh yeah. Lady A was going around talking about I was advocating and everyone was advocating that R. Kelly be locked up. Guess what, bitch? He locked up. Yay! You gonna be his pen pal? Because ain't no don't nobody want you. All right. See if you can get conjugal visits. You from Africa, right? Write him a letter. Tell him that you don't believe nothing and you just gonna just be 65, 70 years old when he turned 85 years old. You know what I'm saying? That you still gonna take care of him when he gets out because you have no one to go to, Lady A. And you guys hide your pictures because we always showed our faces. You hide your picture because you're ugly as hell. You don't even like who you are. Keep your damn name out of my kids. Keep my kids' name out of your fucking mouth. That's all I'm asking. You ain't got no kids for us to, go after. And no, Mr. Uganda, kids can people with no children can't teach people who got kids how to be good parents. Doesn't work that way. And vetting is like I just don't get it. Checking on people's life, I don't get it. I'm not gonna tell you that even after y'all explained it that I get it, but I felt like out here in America we don't do that shit. We don't, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got shit to offer, then I'm gonna have to talk to my daughter. If my daughter dude or my daughter's fiance, I didn't mean to say dude because he's not a dude, he's actually a provider. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a provider than any goddamn body. But I would never mention anything about their life like that you guys were trying to get into because it was not about them. It was more about black femicide. that you guys want to hurry up and graze over. So I had to send you a video about another sister who lost her life by the hands of a black man and the baby. Baby gone too. Baby gone. Baby gone. Grandmama crying for her granddaughter because she learned that her daughter's faith ended 2 days after she gave birth to that baby. How dare y'all come up here and tell black women a man's supposed to be in the picture? If it ain't right, it ain't fucking right. If he ain't cool, then it ain't cool. They don't show who the hell they are until it's too goddamn late anyway. When they get comfortable with black women, that's when they start showing their true goddamn colors. And it throws women off. That's why I says don't be talking about black women and you got these dudes running the tail. Oh, these women, they trifling. Some of them are trifling because they've been around a whole bunch of goddamn trifling ass men. How about that? How about she had 3 or 4 goddamn boyfriends, and it took 3 or 4 boyfriends to figure out that they're trifling, so she's gonna have to be trifling now. So this fifth boyfriend that's fucking coming up, this fourth or fifth boyfriend that's coming up, she's gonna be trifling. She's gonna get him before he gets her. Because that's all she knows. But you don't want to talk about that. You know, you got folks coming at these moms who do away their children. Hey, these women have been stressed, postpartum. There's a bunch of shit going on with her mentally. You guys can call out her mental state before she even have a baby and then turn around and call her a murderer after she done sat there and cried out for that damn help. Y'all wouldn't help her. Where was the LGBT when that situation was happening? Didn't y'all care about the babies? Oh, that's right. Some of y'all can't have babies, and that's why y'all hate babies. Oh, while he's calm, I want to spend the rest of my time to explain in scientific terms that no, you cannot be born gay. You cannot be born gay. Anybody got something against that? I hope you hit the link. There's scientific proof that you cannot be born gay, but you can alter your child's growth and development with the shit that he's eating. Give your kids some soy and see how the hell that's going to turn out. Keep feeding your kids soy. Why do you think they had the Gerber soy commercial? Why do you think they had the Gerber soy commercial? Huh? Why do you think they had that commercial and it showed black women talking about, oh, I use Gerber soy? And it was like, if you look at this commercial, they was playing that shit so much until a white nurse came out and said what it was doing to the boys with this soy milk. No, soy milk is not a healthy thing for black people to drink anyways. It messes with your reproductive system anyway. It F's up your reproductive system. Okay? I love science and I love bones. I love studying the bones. I used to know bones so damn well. I still do know my bones. And I ain't did bones in 15 years. But I'm going to tell you this. The male bone structure and the female bone structure is obviously different. Men cannot have babies. I'm sorry to hurt those feelings. I don't care what scientist or doctor that's trying to help make it work where a born male child, male baby could grow up and have a baby. Never gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you why it never gonna happen. God made it where it could never happen. And I'm gonna tell you what he did. And see, it will cost your life if you try to pull that stunt. You cannot. So wearing a woman's ovaries is not gonna work. You can't even fit a fallopian tube in your stomach because if you did, you gotta hurry to go get a surgery to take the fallopian tube out. You need that in order to hold a baby. So people think that ovaries can hold a baby. You are so freaking dumb. This is why the baby turns into a tumor. It's not even a baby. That's why the fetus turns into a tumor. It becomes a big ass ball of tumor, then becomes a big ass ball of clot, and then you gotta hurry to go get that shit cut out of your body because it's not going to be a baby. It's not in its natural state. Now, if you are a so-called trans man and you didn't get rid of your female parts, you're still a woman. You're not a man. You're not a what do you call it? You're not a stud, right? So you have to still keep all your female parts, even though you done went and got your voice changed and you went and got some hair on your face and and You can look more and more like a dude now with these medications you're taking, and you still having a menstrual cycle, you can still get pregnant. But guess what, ma'am? Stop calling. You just became a deformed woman. Stop calling yourself a man, because you're confusing real men who want to be women. Okay, she still have to give birth. He cannot give birth to a baby. You know why? The bone structure. Can I tell people, if you look at the structure of the woman's bones, we have areas that the bones do not connect. Okay? You know why? Because we are made to give birth. The bigger we get, the more shit stretch out. The bones is loose in certain areas where the baby will be coddled and the bone is able to stretch out. But you can't do that with a man because his bones and his coccyx part is sealed in, as ours is not connected. It is all far apart. That's why we got hips, baby. That's why we got hips. That's why we can carry babies on our backs. That's why we can carry babies, baby. Okay? So if you want to try to have that, you may want to sit there and say, well, shit, let me be the first man to go get the women's bone structure so I can uh, 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 carry the baby. You gonna die because you got to get all that shit from the waist all the way down to the toes removed. Just for them to replace that, you're going to die. And I know you know this. I know you can't do that, right? So you can sit there and hurt yourself and wear a goddamn 15-year-old ovary if you want to. That's not going to help you get pregnant. And you can take all the pills you want to help yourself get a fake menstrual cycle and some iron pills so some blood can flow down out of there if you want to. But that's not going to help you get pregnant either because you don't carry seeds. And that's why we try to tell the men, if the men carry seeds, Mr. Uganda, he would get pregnant and have a baby too. But because he don't carry the seed, he cannot impregnate himself. Doesn't make sense. How you gonna carry the seed and the sperm at the same goddamn time? Two different times. And another brother who told me, who said live, he was on Moonflower, and another guy that's in our community. Even that black man said, no, they got a false notion about, I hate black men just take anything. Black men don't carry the seed. I mean, that's basically calling us a bitch. I told everybody, my uncle even said it. My uncle said it before Cynthia G said it. I just ignored it. I seen it in my anatomy class, but I ignored it. And I actually crossed out seed and put egg because I thought it was weird for them to have the word woman bearing seeds. I thought they bore eggs. I didn't know. Listen, I did not want to hear this because I was too Bible struck. Okay. I was into the church. So it's not wrong to learn something new and unlearn what you've been taught. If you don't have any pushbacks, I mean, I know people don't know my channel. I'm still goddamn fairly new. I just barely get on here. But I've been getting on here a little bit often now since this bullshit was happening. You know what I'm saying? I can just hear my son now. He playing with the toys he threw against the door. I can hear him. So that being said, I'm gonna go check on my son. I just want to let y'all know that I had to do that. And I think that's going to be my next topic in anatomy and physiology. I am going to put a title and say why we will not consider ourselves a cisgender at birth and baby, and watch how a whole bunch of folks come on this chat because they want to see what the hell somebody got to say. And I'm telling you, men, please stay in your lane. If you want a baby so goddamn bad, pay a surrogate lesbian to have your baby. See if she go for it. Because while you hating on heterosexual women, you hating lesbian women too. Because some of them didn't remove their shit neither. Okay? Some of them want to still keep that in them because they may decide they want to be bisexual now and they want to have a baby by a certain kind of baby daddy. That's their business. I still support their ass if that's what they want to do. But you can't tell no woman that hate no woman, whether she's straight or lesbian or in the L class, that she can't claim herself as a damn woman. Not simple as that. Uh, she can say she a woman if she fucking want to. It's not your place to tell her what she can't and cannot do. Okay, that's her decision. That's what she made. But we gotta stay in our goddamn lanes. Women, heterosexual men. I'm not focused on what they do. They fight as their own goddamn fight. Black women gotta fight to make sure she's alive after she give birth to a baby because these doctors are trifling, especially the white ones. You got some trifling ass white doctors, obstetricians, trifling as hell, nurses, trifling as hell, want something to happen to black women. I always want accidents to happen. That's why we need our own shit. And before I get off, and I know I keep saying before I get off because I get low with it when something else comes into a thought. Listen, I didn't give my son no vaccination shots of any kind when he was born. Okay, and turns out I called under my son's father's coverage, health coverage, because he's supposed to get full coverage of health under his father's care. And I called, and then I got this number to call, and it was like the Stanford private practice. And I was like, ooh, my son is qualified for all this shit. He gets all the private practice. We talking about a $30 copay, a $30 visit, and then being seen, they pay $150 for him to be seen. He gets seen by the doctor. That's a $600. I mean, he gets all this shit. Then anything happens like a surgery or something, he's $1,600, 16 to 3,000, $4,800, $4,800. So $4,800 he gets coverage, right? From Cigna. This white woman said, "Oh, we're such a small private practice. We're not seeing anyone who hasn't been getting vaccinated. Any vaccine? We're not seeing any children that hasn't been vaccinated." And to me, I'll call that white supremacy and just denial. And I'll tell you why. I know when you're not speaking of race, when you say, oh, well, you know what, in this case, we only take people who've been vaccinated. All not like got their shots, got their vaccine shots, their booster shots, all these shots for young kids and toddlers and stuff. And that's what we're taking right now. We're at the moment we're not taking anyone who's not receiving the shots right now. But I have a number for which this particular Stanford, whether you're shots or not, here's the number to reach them and make an appointment to go see this particular doctor over there. Now, in this case, we're talking about professionalism. We're talking about someone who's been straightforward, and you can feel the truth come out. You can feel, okay, so yeah, they only see kids who's been vaccinated. But this place don't care whether children's vaccinated or not. They take children no matter what the circumstances are. Okay? And they only go by what accordance, right? If you've been vaccinated, you'll see this doctor. If you haven't been vaccinated, you'll see this doctor, right? You'll see this doctor, what have you. You can continue to see this doctor if you like this doctor, what have you. And you get this same, they're dumb as hell. They don't think we're sharp as hell. They're dumb. I'm sorry, we're not taking children who's not vaccinated. And plus, we're a small private practice. Like all this extra explaining shit. All this extra explaining shit. And then what I can't stand from Negroes is Negroes will say, well, you put too much on it. No, you just in denial. You just want to be liked by the same people who don't like you because that's why you're coming at me and saying I'm just making more out of it than normal. No, I'm not making more of it. I know how shit works. If I know that I work for a company where it says the rules and the regulations, I'm going to always know that even though the rules and regulations prevent one thing, they always got an alternative for them to go somewhere else. That's how I was taught. That was my job, and that's how we had good numbers. If it wasn't for me, Asian Inc. would have been to the ground because they were prejudiced as hell. But that being said, I'm gonna get off this chat. I'm gonna get off the channel. I thank y'all for coming. Nobody came up here to push back. Look it up. Everybody, please look up some of this shit. I know I've been all over the place, and I've been trying to break down the shit that I've been hearing and what I'm seeing. And some people are just not saying the same shit that I wish they would say. Like, it's just some common sense shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I didn't mind, and I don't care if my son screams and acts a goddamn fool because I know he's a kid. He's still coming out that toddler stage. He still feel like he's 3 years old. I'm not finna sit here and be ashamed of that shit at all. He's gonna want to try to test me while I'm on here, and I'm not falling for it. I know how to take him to his room. His room is down the hall from my living room, next to my room. So I don't have to deal with that. I can just politely walk up away from this computer and take him to his room and let him holler and scream and throw his toys all over the place. But guess what? He'll calm down pretty soon. He's not being neglected, dumb bitches. He's not being neglected. Okay? He's being disciplined in that way. I don't have to deal with all that screaming. He's learning. He's understanding. This was worse than this. He's understanding. And that being said, thanks to the fam that was coming over and supporting me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for stopping by and stuff like that. I will go now. And you guys keep on representing the good folks of the good channels. There's more to come. I will be back, and we're gonna be talking about some damn cooking. We're gonna be talking about some damn little knitting. I'm gonna do shit on in front of everybody so you guys can see. I'm actually gonna ask y'all to participate and do this shit with me. We probably do it on Zoom. Okay. So I love y'all. Rochelle, you are my number one road dog. You and Sharice and Majestic Iron Kitty Cat. Y'all my road dogs. Wisdom over feelings. That's family, y'all. That's family. There's more to come. You know what I'm saying? It's the most beautiful thing ever. But come on, son. But I really appreciate y'all and your support. Again, black women get the worst, especially here in America. We get the worst. But yet we still take care of motherfucking business. That being said, I'm from the Bay. I love y'all all. Peace.